Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Emma. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. Hello, everyone. So happy to be here today.
And Jack, can I ask you something honestly?
Always.
When someone asks you a question in English, do you ever just freeze?
Oh, all the time, actually.
What happens?
Someone asks something simple, like, "Why are you going there? Tell me." And suddenly, my brain just stops. Everything I know disappears.
Yes, that exact feeling.
And then I say something very long, very complicated, when actually a short, natural answer was right there the whole time.
And that is exactly what today is about. How to ask and how to answer naturally, without freezing.
Without overthinking.
Without the long sentences nobody asked for.
Nobody ever asked for those.
And before we start, please subscribe to Talk Emma. New episode every single day.
Okay, questions and answers. Let's go. Emma, I want to start with that exact moment, the freezing moment.
Tell me.
So last week, Marco walked in somewhere. I was sitting, and he looked at me and said, "Why are you here so early? Tell me."
Oh, that question. So casual, so direct.
And what do you say to that?
Something like, "Oh, I had a meeting nearby. Needed coffee first."
That is it?
That is it. Short, direct. And then turn it back.
Turn it back?
Why are you here so early? Tell me. Answer, "Oh, I had a meeting nearby. You?"
That "you" at the end.
Keeps it going instead of just stopping after your answer.
And if I did not have a meeting?
Then, "Oh, just needed coffee before the day starts."
Also perfect.
Same energy, same length. Always match the energy of the question.
Casual question, casual answer.
And the conversation keeps moving naturally.
Always moving, never stopping.
Now, Jack, something happened to me last month.
Tell me.
I finished a big project, something I had been working on for weeks, and Sophia looked at everything and said,
What did she say?
"Wait, you finished all of this in 2 days? How?"
Oh, that question, full of surprise.
And what would you say to that?
Maybe, honestly, I just stayed focused, one thing at a time.
Oh, perfect. Very natural.
Or I had no choice. The deadline was the next morning.
Also very real.
Both answers completely honest, completely direct.
And notice, neither answer starts with, "That is a great question."
Nobody says that in real life.
Never. Just answer. Honestly, directly.
And the person asking, they feel the realness of it.
Because it is real. No performance. Just you.
Always just you. Emma, quick challenge. Listeners, try this too.
Oh, I love these.
I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Answer naturally, first thing that comes to mind. No thinking too long.
Okay, go.
Do you have anything you want to say about this?
Oh, actually, yes. Can I jump in?
Oh, you reacted first, then asked for space.
Not just, "Yes, I have something to say," but, "Oh, actually, that shows I'm genuinely engaged."
Next question.
Go.
Is everything okay with you today?
Honestly, kind of. It's been a long week.
Kind of, not just yes or no.
Because it wasn't fully yes and not fully no either.
And honestly, it signals, I'm about to tell you the truth, not the polite answer.
Yes, honestly, kind of is the most real answer sometimes.
Last one.
Go.
Are you free this weekend?
This Saturday, yes. Sunday, I'm not sure yet. Why? What are you thinking?
Oh, you answered and then asked back immediately.
Because I want to know what they have in mind before I fully commit.
Very smart, actually.
And very natural. Answer what you know, be honest about what you do not, and keep it moving.
3 questions, 3 completely natural answers, all different.
And none of them too long, none of them too short.
Just right.
Always just right. Now, follow-up questions. And Jack, these changed everything for me.
How?
I used to hear something, say, "Wow, that is great," and move on.
And now?
Now I ask one more thing, and the whole conversation shifts.
Tell me.
So, Sophia told me last month she was moving to a new city.
And what did you say?
I said, "And how did you decide on that city specifically?"
Oh, nobody else asked that.
Everyone said good luck and moved on, but I wanted the real story.
And she told you?
She talked for 20 minutes.
One question, 20 minutes.
Because the question said, I am still here. I want to know more.
And what are some follow-up questions like that?
Like, and then what happened?
Answer could be, well, after that, everything changed actually.
Or, how did you feel about that?
Answer, honestly, scared, but also a little excited.
Or, what made you decide that?
Answer, I just knew. You know that feeling when something is right?
Oh, that last answer, so human.
Because the question invited reflection, so the answer went deeper.
Follow-up questions say, I heard you and I want more.
And everyone loves to feel heard.
Always.
Emma, surprise questions now, and I want to try something.
Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you something, and you show me how to react naturally.
Okay.
Marco left his job last week, out of nowhere.
Wait, are you serious?
Oh, that came so fast.
Because the surprise was real and the question followed the feeling.
And what if I wanted more details?
Wait, when did this happen?
Answer, last Friday, nobody saw it coming.
Or how long had he been thinking about it?
Answer, apparently months. He just never said anything.
Oh, and notice, every follow-up answer opens another question.
Months. He never said anything. That invites, and you had no idea?
Answer, not even a little. I was completely shocked.
Surprise questions always start with, wait, or are you serious, or how long?
Because the feeling comes before the words.
Always feel first, then ask.
And the person answering, they feel your genuine reaction.
And they want to tell you everything.
Always everything. Checking questions. And these are the ones most learners completely forget.
What do you mean checking questions?
Think about finishing an explanation, something important, and you want to make sure the other person is still with you.
I usually just stop talking and hope.
Most people do, but there are beautiful, natural ways to check.
Show me.
Does that make sense?
If yes, yes, actually, that's really clear. If no, not completely. Can you say that last part again?
Oh, both answers so short, so honest.
The question gave permission to say no.
Exactly, and that is rare. Most questions do not give that permission.
Or, are you following me?
Answer, yes, keep going. Very natural, very encouraging.
Or, you know what I mean?
Completely, I have felt the same way.
Ah, that answer, I have felt the same way. It shows so much more than just understanding.
It shows connection. You are not just following the words, you are feeling them too.
And that is when a conversation becomes something more than just words.
Always more than just words.
Planning questions, and Emma, these are everywhere.
Every single day.
Think about making plans, and nothing is decided yet, and you're figuring it out together.
What are you thinking of doing?
Honestly, I have no idea yet. Maybe something outside?
Oh, honestly, I have no idea. Very real, very natural.
Not, I have not decided yet, but honestly, I have no idea.
Much warmer, much more human.
Or, how long do you think it will take?
Hard to say. Maybe an hour? Could be 2.
The maybe and could be showing uncertainty honestly.
Not pretending to know, just giving your best guess.
Or, who else is going to be there?
Answer, just us, I think, unless Marco decides to come.
Just us, I think. Very casual, very real.
Planning questions are never demanding, always open.
Always leaving space for the other person.
And opinion questions, my personal favorites.
Why your favorites?
Because they invite the real answer, not the polite one.
Show me.
What do you actually think about this?
Oh, actually changes everything.
Try answering without actually first.
What do you think about this? Answer. It seems okay, I suppose.
Safe, polite, nothing real.
Now with actually.
What do you actually think about this?
Answer. Honestly, I think it needs more work, but I did not want to say that.
Oh, completely different answer.
Because actually said, I want the truth, not the safe version.
And the person answering, they felt that.
And they trusted you with the real answer.
Or, would you have done it differently?
Answer, yes, actually, I would have waited longer before deciding.
Very direct, very honest. Or, does this feel right to you?
Answer, kind of, but something feels slightly off. I cannot explain it yet.
Oh, kind of. Something feels slightly off. So honest.
Not pretending to be sure when you are not.
Opinion questions open the door to real conversation.
And the right answer walks right through it.
Always.
Now one complete natural conversation. All types of questions and answers flowing naturally.
Two friends catching up after a long time apart.
Emma, I heard you started something completely new. Why did you make that change? Tell me everything.
Oh, honestly, I just needed something different. I felt like I had stopped growing.
Wait, how long had you been feeling that way?
Longer than I admitted to myself, maybe a year.
And you're only telling me now?
I know, but what do you actually think? Would you have done the same?
Honestly, yes, I think so. Does that surprise you?
Not at all, actually. I always thought you were braver than you let on.
That means a lot. So, how has it been? Are you following your own instincts?
Mostly yes. There are moments I second-guess myself. You know what I mean.
Completely. And then what happens? Do you push through?
I try to, day by day. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. And how long do you think it will take before it feels completely right?
Honestly, no idea, but I'm excited to find out.
That is the best answer, actually.
You think so?
Absolutely. The excitement means you're in exactly the right place.
I needed to hear that. Thank you, Jack. Did everyone catch the questions and answers throughout?
Every type, every situation, all completely real.
And now you know how to ask and how to answer, starting today. If today made asking and answering feel more natural,
Please like this video.
subscribe to Talk Emma.
Share this with one friend who freezes when someone asks them a question in English.
And leave us a comment. Which type of question do you find hardest to answer? Or write one question and answer right now in the comments.
We read every single comment, every one.
Thank you for being here. See you in the next episode. Until then,
Keep talking, keep learning, and keep growing. Bye, everyone.